I'll now cut across to Idris, who's with me from Srinagar. Idris has been reporting since the wee hours in the night, ever since the Indian jets were heard scrambling over the Srinagar airspace. Idris has been tracking those developments, and as Srinagar gradually wakes up to what has happened overnight, Idris, get us the latest.
Well, Shivan, there's been escalation on the line of control, both in Jammu as well as in the Kashmir division. We are hearing from the locals who live very close to the line of control, especially in the Kupwara area, that the local population who are living close to the line of control are under attack. They have, the Pakistan Army has resorted to shelling all across multiple locations around the northern part of Kashmir in Kupwara, Baramulla district, while as the local population which live close have been under attack from the last many hours now. We've also heard from Jammu that 3 people, including one woman who's critically injured, has been under attack in the Jammu division as well. So clearly it seems to be the first response of the Pakistan Army, not only to attack the Indian Armed Forces bunkers on the forward post, but also the civilian population present along the line of control in both Jammu as well as in the Kashmir division. That is, we also heard that one of the houses belonging to the civilians in the Kupwara division caught fire due to the continuous shelling from across the border. People have been asked to move towards to the safer locations. If there are bunkers in their area, they've been asked to go into them. And with the first light now here, Shivan, a lot of people have been asked to move out of those places and go to the safer areas, especially in Kupwara, Baramulla, Poonch, Rajouri belt, especially in the Arnia sector as well. People have been asked to move back from their houses so that they can be safe. But clearly from the Pakistani side, now they're not only attacking the Indian Armed Forces bunkers or the post, but also the civilian population, which seems to be their first reaction to the attack that the Indian Armed Forces carried out on the terrorist camp across the line of control. We did, from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m., we did hear jets hover around all across Srinagar city, across the Kashmir division actually, and that's what kept the people awake all night. There has been a lull for many hours now, but just a while ago there have been some movement, aerial movement. We did see some helicopters taking off. Could be for the rescue operation at the line of control, or could be also for the injured people who were basically became the victims of the crossfire, especially of the ceasefire violation that the Pakistan Army carried on the line of control. As of now, there has been no confirmation with regard to the violation on the northern part of Kashmir, but Jammu division ceasefire violation was already confirmed by the army. They had also tweeted about it, but as they've been doing from the last at least 13 days now, Indian Army at exact 7 o'clock in the morning have been sending out a message of where exactly has Pakistan broken ceasefire violation, ceasefire. And we've seen just yesterday there were 8 locations across the line of control, 2 in the Kashmir division, while 6 of them in the Jammu division where Pakistan had broken ceasefire. Yet again today, although they've shifted now to the shelling, and that is going to be a little bit of the problem for the locals, especially living in the areas, as they would come under danger.
Idris, you had also mentioned of a military helicopter that was spotted a little earlier. Any other movement in the skies that you've picked up since between 1 and 2 a.m. a lot of military jets were spotted, and since then also the cross-border shelling which is now taking place. Of course, ceasefire violations which were small arms fires have now transitioned into full-fledged artillery fire which is now taking place between the two countries. It is a head-on collision which is taking place at the LOC. Is the shelling still taking place? It's now 5:43 a.m. Indian Standard Time. It's morning time and sunrise time. Till now, usually in the past 12 nights, we saw that it was happening during the course of the wee hours of the night. But now we're seeing even into the morning hours, the fire is taking place. Is it still continuing at your end, if there's anything further that you've picked up?
Well, yes, we have spoken to the people who are in, especially in the Kupwara district. There are many people we've spoken to, and they're saying that it's been continuously happening from the last many hours, and it still continues. As I said, that earlier it was the Indian Armed Forces bunkers as well as their posts that were coming under the attack from the Pakistani side. But today, the civilian population living close to the line of control and international border has been targeted. There have been some houses which have been damaged, as well as some injuries in the Jammu region also been reported, and that is why we've seen a lot of people are being moved away, especially in those areas. They've been asked either to shift to the bunkers or move away to the safer locations. Now with the first light also, it will be easier for the armed forces to move the civilian population from these areas where they're being targeted by the Pakistani forces. During the night, as we know that they were told to shift to the bunkers, if at all there are any bunkers present in their locations, they were asked to move into those, and that's why we saw in the Jammu region there were 3 injuries. One of them a woman who's critically injured and is being treated at the hospital. While as in Kupwara district, we've heard that there are some houses which of the civilian population which have been damaged due to the continuous shelling from the other side. On the other side, Shivan, if we talk about the aerial movement, at the moment it's very quiet. We've seen during 1 and 2, there was extreme movement of jets. There were lots of noise that the people of the whole Kashmir division, especially the Srinagar city, woke up to at 1 a.m. in the night, and it continued for at least 40 to 45 minutes, and that is how the whole city was awake. And after that, we've seen complete lull, complete silence in the air, which clearly means that Indian Armed Forces carried out that attack with precision during that particular time and came back, and after that they're not carrying any more attacks. They're not basically targeting any civilian population across the border, nor are they targeting the military facilities. The only target they had on their radar was these terror camps across the border, and they were targeted these 9 locations. And after that, we've not seen any of the movement, especially aerial movement, here in the Kashmir division.